I'm 77 years old now, and there's something I've been carrying with me for a long time, something I should have said much earlier. I wish someone had told me this when I was young. I wish I could go back and change things. That is, I wasted my youth trying to fit in, and now I realize that what I should have done all along is just be myself. I've known since I was a child that I was different. Maybe it was my skin color, my name, or my accent. There was always something that made me feel out of place. The looks, the subtle comments I could never avoid, all taught me a harsh truth early on. If you want to be accepted, you have to change. So I spent most of my youth trying to fit into a world that wasn't mine. I thought that was the way forward. I thought that if I could just become like everyone else, I'd finally find my place in this world. I wasn't foolish, though. I wasn't blind to the world around me. But I didn't know any other way. I thought it was just the way things had to be. I watched others, studied them, mimicked them, trying to get it right, trying to get that approval, that nod of recognition. I convinced myself that if I could blend in, then I wouldn't feel the sting of being different. I thought that was the key to everything: belonging, acceptance, being seen. I remember when I was in school, I wasn't picked first for anything. I wasn't the leader, I wasn't the star. I remember those days of watching the others, the kids with the same last names as everyone else, the ones who spoke like everyone else, the ones who weren't asked where they came from every time they opened their mouths. And in my young mind, that was the problem. Where I came from, my name, my family, my roots, all felt like burdens I had to hide. I convinced myself that if I could shed them, if I could be someone else for just long enough, maybe I'd be accepted. I worked hard to hide it. I tried to cover up who I was, the things that made me stand out. I learned to talk differently, to walk differently. I thought I could create a version of myself that was easier for people to accept. It felt like I was building myself from the outside in. I thought if I just worked hard enough, if I just followed the rules, then I could make it. Then I could finally belong. But I didn't realize that by doing that, I was losing myself. It wasn't obvious at first. At first, I thought it was all worth it. I thought if I made it, if I succeeded, then everything else would fall into place. I kept my head down, focused on my studies, worked extra hours, pushed myself in every way I could. I was told that's how you get ahead. You work hard, you play the game, you keep up. And I did. I played the game. I was good at it too. But the more I did it, the more I gave up, the more I became what others wanted me to be. I remember the first time I really felt it. I was sitting at a dinner with some colleagues, and for the first time, I realized I wasn't really there. I had spent so many years pretending to be someone else that I didn't even know how to have a conversation about things that mattered to me anymore. I had become so good at blending in, I couldn't remember the last time I had spoken my truth. I could feel it, like a wall between me and everyone else, but I couldn't find the words to break through. I had sacrificed my voice for this image I had created, and I didn't know how to get it back. As I grew older, I started to notice how my relationships were fading. My family, my friends, the people who had known me for years seemed to slip away. I thought I was keeping them close, But in truth, I was isolating myself by hiding who I truly was. I thought I was doing it for them, to give them a better life, to make them proud. But the truth was, I was doing it for myself, doing it because I didn't know who I was anymore, and I was afraid to show that. But then, life has a way of showing you things, whether you want to see them or not. One of the most painful moments in my life came when my best friend passed away. She was the one person who understood me completely. She knew what it was like to feel like an outsider, to feel like you had to change to be accepted. We shared that pain together, and I thought, at least I had someone who understood. But when she passed, I was left standing alone. She was gone, and I wasn't there for her like I should have been. I had spent too much time working, fitting into the wrong places, pretending, and I didn't have the courage to truly show up when it mattered most. I wish I had told her how much she meant to me. I wish I had been more present, but it was too late. That loss made me stop and reflect. I looked back at my life and realized how much I had missed. Not just in terms of time spent, but in terms of who I had become. I thought I was doing the right thing by conforming, by fitting in, by following the path everyone else was on. But that path didn't lead me to happiness. It didn't lead me to fulfillment. It just led me further away from the person I was meant to be. I started to understand that what I had thought was my success was nothing more than an empty shell. The accolades, the recognition, the approval, none of it filled the hole inside of me. I had spent so many years chasing what others thought I should be that I didn't realize how much I had given up in the process. I lost my youth, my chance to truly experience life as myself, all because I was too focused on trying to fit in. Now, as I sit here, looking back on it all, I realize just how much I've missed. I see it clearly now, but it's too late to go back. There's no rewind button in life. The time I spent hiding who I really was, the time I spent worrying about others' expectations, those years are gone, and I can't get them back. I want to tell you this because I hope it can make a difference for you. If you're young, if you're still figuring out who you are, don't make the same mistake I did. Don't spend your life trying to fit into someone else's mold. It won't make you happy. It won't give you the peace you're looking for. Be true to yourself, even when it's hard. Embrace the parts of you that make you different, the parts that make you who you are. Don't let the world define you. Define yourself. I spent too many years pretending to be someone I wasn't, trying to be accepted, trying to fit in, but in the end, I've learned that being true to yourself is the only thing that really matters. It's the only way to live a life that's truly yours. If you take anything from my words, let it be this: you are enough, just as you are. Don't wait for approval. Don't wait for the world to tell you it's okay to be yourself.
Do it now while you still have time, because time, once lost, is gone forever. I wish I had done that. I wish I had been myself. But now it's too late. If you're still listening, if this means something to you, then I hope you make that choice today. Be yourself. Don't waste your time trying to fit in.